Okay, so we made it to my shelf for other groups that I collect. So the first group on here is Astro, who I collect one version of each of their albums, although I am missing their most recent album. I'm going to purchase it soon, but I haven't gotten to it yet. So this is their first mini album, Spring Up. And this I did have to purchase without photo cards because these are all out of print. But I think track 4, Morning Call, is my favorite off of this one. I always say I think, not that I don't know the songs, it's that I'm like so torn between multiple songs. I'm really bad at just picking one, if you haven't noticed. Okay, then we move to Summer Vibes, and so far these haven't had versions. It's just been the one, although these were such weird covers for their albums. Like, I don't know why they did it like with the picture covered and then part of it on the front and part of it on the back. But for songs, I would actually probably go with their title track, Sumgaba, but I don't know what what was that called in English? We'll put that below. Then we move to Autumn Story, which does have, there's a red version and there is the orange version, and I have the orange version. If there is version names, I don't actually know. It just says Autumn Story. So, sorry. But my favorite off of this is Lonely, but also Go Back is really good. And then the last one of their like season series is Winter Dream. There's the front and back. Oh, I'm sorry, did I not? I don't think I did it for this one for you. There we go. I love the aesthetic of this one. Winter Dream. And this one, hands down, without question, Butaba Soyahe. Yes, that song is so good. But also like, oh, thanks Aroha. Then we move to their fourth mini album, Dream Part 1. And this is the, I think it was just day and night versions. This is the night version. And I love how they did this on the back with the receipt being the track list. And it was like a little store. Oh, I just love Astro so much. They've come so far. Like their look and their sound has changed so much, but they've done it so well. Anyway, so this one I would actually have to go with Baby as my favorite off of this. I just freaking love that song so much in that music video. And then we move to their fifth mini album, Dream Part 2. I want to say this is the wind version. There was, I don't know what the other one was called. It was the wind and something. So we're going to go with the wind. I will put it if I'm incorrect. Track list, anywhere. Nope. Gotta search for it. These are always so hard to open. Okay. Track list. Okay, so I would go with Butterfly, but Crazy Sexy Cool is so good as well. Love that music video. Sorry, we're just pausing to appreciate the aesthetic of this. And I don't know if I've ever said my bias in Astro is MJ. Update. It says Param, which is wind, so I think I was correct. It was a really good guess. Okay, next is their, I think this is just, yeah, special mini album, Rise Up. There was no versions as far as I'm aware. It was just this one. And I would say Always You is my favorite on this. I do think this is one of their slept on title tracks. Like, people often forget about it because this just was a special mini album. Then we move to All Light, which, oh my god, they popped off with this comeback. Like, freaking killed it with All Night. But my favorite on this is Moonwalk, hands down. There's also a song called Moonwalk by 17, which is really good too, but Astro Moonwalk, so good. Okay, and then we move to Blue Flame, which I do have the, oh gosh, once again with the versions. And they never tell me. Like, why can't you just, which, while we're here, Go and Stop is my favorite on this. But so I have this version and the other one, but this one is all members signed. I picked this one for the all members signed because I figured the signatures would be easier to read than on here. Okay, and then after that we move to Gateway. Once again, I don't know what this is. Is this the Gateway version? Maybe. We're gonna guess that. This one, oh, Knock is so good, but like track 5. Yeah, track 5. So Gateway, this one I did base off the concept, which one I bought. So I think this was the like yacht expensive. Yes, such expensive like yachting Astro. Love it. Oh, this is, oh, I forgot I pulled this. So cute. Anyway, okay, and last but not least, I have All Yours, and this one I love because it says right on the side which version it is. So this is the US version, and track list up there, if it'll zoom. There we go. Oh, there are really good songs on this. I would probably go All Stars 7, but also Butterfly Effect, but also 1, because that song is so good. So after Astro, we move into Day 6, who I do not collect all versions of, but I do have Daydream, their second mini album, and there's our track list. So my favorite off of this is track 4, Sing Me. And next I have Youth Part 1, Shoot Me. And this, I mean, I freaking love Shoot Me, but also, I mean, Warning's really good, but probably Feeling Good. Then The Book of Us, Gravity. I feel like I did this out of order. Yes, I did. I don't know why I had it that way. Sorry. Youth Part 2, Remember Us. I actually would go with the title track there. Then we move to The Book of Us, Gravity. Sorry. And where is our track list? Here we go. And either between How to Love or Best Part. Okay, so next up we have Enhypen, and for Enhypen I actually do collect all versions. So here we have the Dawn version and the Dusk version. And where is our track listing for this? Oh, there's so many inclusions in this thing. Did I give us? There we go. So my favorite off of this is number 5, Flicker, which was actually on Island. But also, I mean, the entire thing's good, but like 10 months solid. Okay, then we move to Border Carnival. So this is the up version, the down version, and the hype version. I can tell you my favorite track is Fever off of this, but let's find the track listing for you. Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. It's right there. But yes, Fever. Mixed Up is also a very close second, but Fever. Okay, so with that, we have gotten through all of the groups that I collect all versions of, except for the Breath of Love Last Peace albums, which will be coming on my bottom shelf. Next, we move to EXO, and I have Lotto. Track listing. There we go. And out of this, I love Heaven, I love Cloud9. I mean, Lotto's really good. Monster. I mean, overall, such a solid album. Then next, this was, I believe, yeah, this was the first EXO album that I ever purchased. I always want to call it Kpop, but it is The War. So track listing, I mean, What You Do, but also The Eve. Then we move to to set my tempo. Oh, realized I wasn't saying version names. I have absolutely no idea. Does it say? Well, it's the Korean version, but that doesn't help. Yep, we'll have to look that up. And then whatever this is was the version that they sold at Target. That doesn't help. Yeah. Is it the tempo version? I don't know. Is that a version? I don't know. Off of this, my favorite track is actually tempo though. Then we move to probably one of the most random, but I freaking love this album. Countdown. Got Kai's cover. He is my bias. There is our track listing. One of my favorite EXO songs of all time is actually Electric Kiss, which is the title track from this. Okay, next we move to a couple of groups in a row that I only have one album for. So the first one is Color Eyes, Eyes One. I did actually have their second album, but I had way too much stuff to bring back from Korea, so I ended up giving that away. First of all, their title track, so freaking good. But my favorite track on this is track 6. Oh, and this was the color version, I believe. I know there was 2 versions. I don't know if that's just what I called it or if it actually was the color version. Okay, then we have Monsta X. First album, The Clan Part 2.5, the final chapter, Beautiful. Quite a mouthful. This is the B-side version. See? Perfect. Tell me what it is on the box. So our track listing on this. Very good album start to finish. I do freaking love Beautiful. Like, that was what made me buy this album. But the rest of the tracks are so good too. Then we have a Secret Number album. So this is the first single album, Who This? And I don't have their second album, although I do really want it. I really love their music, although I'm kind of hoping they come out with another album soon that's more than just 2 tracks. But both of these songs are so good. Then we have 17. This is the special album Director's Cut. This is the Sunset version. And our track listing. I would have to go with track 11, Trauma. I did actually have more 17 albums. I had All One, which has my favorite song, Habit, of all time for 17. And then I either had You Made My Dawn or Dusk. I don't remember, to be honest. But once again, I had too much stuff to bring home, so could not keep it. Okay, then we move to Stray Kids. So I have Mixtape. Is there the track listing? This was their pre-debut album, and this thing is freaking gigantic. Contents. Okay. So, yeah, but also Grr, but also Elevator, Solid. I'm still seriously so impressed by how gigantic this album is. Like, such a good, high quality photo book too. Okay, then we move to I Am Not. I have absolutely no idea, once again, what version this is. I don't know if it, told me somewhere on it, but no, it does not appear to. Track listing. Here we go. So I'm trying to remember what I think Mirror was my favorite off of this. It's been honestly a hot second since I've listened to this album, not gonna lie. Then we move to I Am Who with this slip thing. Oh, I'm gonna have to move it. No, it's right there. So off of this, My Pace, absolutely, no questions asked, but also Awkward Silence. Okay, and then the last album on the shelf is Twice, The Story Begins. What is like falling out? I originally was going to collect all of Twice as well, and I did have a couple Twice albums while I was in Korea, but once again, kind of had to make some hard choices when I moved back as to who I was really going to collect. So as you can imagine, like the BTS and the GOT7 albums got first pick. Where am I missing the track list? Is it not a thing? Okay, then the bottom shelf. So first on there I have Merry and Happy. Is this the Merry version or the Happy version? I'm not sure. But this has my favorite Twice song of all time, which is Heartshaker. I prefer Heartshaker over What Is Love. I know that's not necessarily a common opinion, but between the two, does it say what version it is? Nope. Just says Twice-tagram. Okay. And the last Twice album that I own, which is Summer Nights. I don't even remotely know what these versions were called. And out of this, I really like Shot Through the Heart and Sweet Talker. Okay. Then we move to one of my favorite albums of all time. TXT, The Chaos Chapter, Freeze. Holy crap, they went hard with this album. I like don't even have words. Like they went so emo and oh my god, yes, like rock. I'm not sure if I'm going to collect like or get the Chaos Chapter Fight or Escape. Is that what the new one's called? I do really love the extra songs on that one. I don't know once again if the track listing's here. Nope. Okay, I feel like it's like a trend to not put the track listing like in the photo book itself. It's now in other stuff. Okay, 1 second. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't know if I'm going to get it because it is the same songs plus just like a couple extra. But start to finish, this album is so good. Like there's not a single skip track on this, but I do have a favorite song, and that is Dear Sputnik, if I can find, yeah, right here. There we go. Yeah, this is my favorite song. Track 7. Okay. Now for the, I believe these are the last albums, except for I have like 2 extra copies of different albums. Anyway, these things. Breath of Love, last piece. So I do have all 7. So JB, Mark, Jackson, Jin Young, Young Jae, Bam Bam, and Yukim. Now, track list wise, oh perfect, nope. So off of this, I do really like Wave, I like Special, and I Mean It. I feel like every Agase I talk to, like I Mean It is one of their favorite songs off of this. I Mean It and 1+1. So this, I do actually have an extra copy of JB's version because I did get a signed version of JB's. So you obviously don't know who you're getting when you just purchase like random off of M-Wave. And I kind of freaked out when I pulled JB's and just my little JB sits next to it. So next we move into some of my like other random bigger stuff. So first I have the Gotcha 2015 Perfect Getaway in LA photo book. I do not have the first one. It is a lot harder to find than the LA one is. I do hope to get it eventually though. Then we have one of my favorite purchases, which was 7 edition, which this thing is so beautiful. Like, I mean, you get stickers. This is a like little perfume tag, little dried flowers, like the quality. Look at that. I'm obsessed. And the pictures are so pretty too. I know it's no longer available, but if you can buy it secondhand, I would say definitely get it. Oh, and it also comes with a diary, but it doesn't have dates, so you can use it whenever you want, which I thought was really smart. And it's got lots of note pages on the back as well. So after that, we move to Season's Greetings for BTS. So this is the 2019 Season's Greetings, and then I have the 2020 Season's Greetings, as well as the 2021 Season's Greetings. I swear they just got bigger and bigger as the years went on. Okay, and my last 2 things on this shelf are army kits. So I'm not going to show you any of the things inside them, but here is the army kit. It was 2 ago, well, technically 3 ago, because I just renewed my army kit. I'm not sure what we're at, 7, 8, whatever this one was. Then we have this gigantic thing. I think I can open it just to show you the actual. So that is, I guess, more of like the actual kit. It came with the booklight. I'm sure people have seen it, even though I'm always terrified to show anything from these. I don't need a big hit taking away my membership, so. Okay, so that was it for the big shelf. So now we are on the smaller shelf that is beside my big shelf. So on here in the back, I have my 6th Agase kit. And then this is the cup that actually comes in the Agase kit. And then I just have this little standee from here. Okay, and then I will do the same thing once again, where I'm just gonna pull everything off the shelves. But this is what the shelves look like. And then usually my little magazine stand sits in front of it, where I have like Jackson, I have the BTS Rolling Stone, I have JB's Nylon, Jackson's L, both versions, and then I just have like a couple Korean cookbooks in here. So I have ordered JB's like Tomorrow magazine. They are behind. It was supposed to ship like August 9th, and it still has not shipped, so I don't know what's happening there. I might have to reach out to the company soon and be like, what's going on? Because I haven't gotten anything after that. We're delayed email, so anyway. Okay, to start out with on the shelf, I just have 2 extras. So this one, my original CD was scratched, so it wasn't playing. So my friend didn't want the album itself, she just wanted the photo cards, so she gave me her Dark and Wild album so that I could have a CD that I could play, because I do have the CD player that like basically everyone has, that you can display the CD on the outside. And then I went to an event for like K-pop fans in Indiana, and they gave this away to me, the Peaches version of Butter. So I do have an extra copy of Butter. This is the, this is like the Sunny Beach and Car Wash, because those go together version. Okay, so this shelf I basically use as nothing but like BTS DVDs and photo books. So I do have Memories of 2018, as well as Memories of 2019. I did have, there was a girl that was giving away a lot of her stuff, no photo card obviously, and I did have 2017 for a little bit, but when I moved back I decided it was too much weight, so I gave that away to a friend, and it actually wasn't in that great of shape when it was given to me, so I'm not too sad about it. Okay, then we move to the first BTS DVD that I ever got, which is the Wings tour in Seoul. Then we have Love Yourself in Seoul. I love the aesthetic of this. It's so pretty. Then we have Love Yourself in New York. I got this one because I went to Citi Field, so I don't have like Europe and I don't have Speak Yourself in Sao Paulo. I just wanted to get the one that I went to. And I do have Magic Shop Happy Ever After. This was a casualty of shipping stuff home. I tried to wrap it as best as I could, but there were some casualties. And last I have Magic Shop. Now I didn't go to the actual one of this, I just went to the live play. Okay, so as one would guess, the top shelf is all BTS, which means the bottom shelf is all GOT7. So we start off with Dream Night. I really went back and forth as to whether or not I was going to purchase this, but like, weird story. This was actually how I first saw and got into GOT7. Yes, I know that would absolutely horrify them, but oh, Dream Night. And where is the number? Yep, so my friend found the key, and apparently this is Yukyum's. So then we move to their first fan meeting in 2015. Sorry. Their second fan meeting. This one is my favorite, and it is their third fan meeting. Oh. We Under the Moonlight. This is very nostalgic for me. Not that I went to this, but this was the era that I got into GOT7, so like early 2017. So this was like one of the first GOT7 content that I watched. Other than Dream Night and real GOT7, I should say. So the fourth fan meeting is online, and then we have the fifth fan meeting. And then we move to Fly in Seoul. So this is the final. Yes, everything. I love when they do bounce. Then we have Eyes on You. And I did go to this tour, but I went to it in New York at Barclays. And then we have the one that I went to, which was Keep Spinning in Seoul. And I did go to both days, so all of the footage, regardless of when they filmed it from, I was there. So super excited about that. Okay, so I swear I've had to film this on like 4 different days total, not all in a row. But if my voice or the lighting or anything looks or sounds different, that's why. This part I had to refilm because the first time I filmed it, it actually didn't like save or record on my camera. So this section, next we have the flight log turbulence monograph. And this is, so I have the turbulence and I have the arrival monograph, but for the life of me, I cannot find the departure monograph. Either like every store I looked in Korea didn't actually have it. They only had one of these two, or it's like ridiculously priced on like eBay or Amazon. And then after that, I have Jin Young's photo book, Hey Guys. Try to zoom you out so you can see this better. There you go. Okay, so this was the first one. And then I do have the second one, which is Here. This was another tragedy of moving. Okay, and then the last thing that I have on that shelf is JB's photo book from the first exhibition for Alone, and I did actually go to the exhibition and the cafe for this one. Okay, so the last thing that I have is this little shelf in the corner, but like I said, most of what's on here is not actually K-pop related. Like I have all of my Harry Potter stuff, like fairy tales, and like this is all language learning materials. I took Italian in college, and this is all Korean learning stuff. So we're just gonna look at these two little shelves. So the first thing on there is the Mott's One concept book. And I did get the version that has both photo books in it. So let me get them out for you. So I have the black one and the white one. So this was Clue version and the other one is Route version. Okay, so after that we switched to the Learn Korean with BTS. So this is book 1. Whoops. Sorry, that's book 3. I was working with book 2. Book 2, book 3, and book 4. And then it came with a little Learn Korean with BTS notebook, so you can do study notes in them. And then next to that, I have a little Mong notebook. So cute. Then we have The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, the notes 1 and 2. I do only have the English versions because that's the only language I can really read it in. Then we have 2019's summer package, which was the last summer package they did before switching to winter package. And I decided not to collect winter package just because it would be too much money. And then I have, this was the pre-order gift with the graphic lyrics. Then this was from the pop-up, the Boy with Love notebook. Then I also have, this was a pre-order gift with the notes 2 and pre-order gift with the notes 1. Then we have, this was from Memories of 2019, and it's just photos from the year. I think that was pre-order as well. And then I just have, this was from the pop-up, and it's just a notebook with like basically soul essentials on it. I can speak. So the last major thing that we will look at is what finally came. The first Enhypen like Engine fan club kit, which I ordered in December and arrived like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, US shop. Okay, and then this shelf is not even like worth pulling off. It's just the booklight from the most recent fan club kit that has actually shipped. So there was a renewal, but we don't have that yet. And then that's literally only, this is my Korean phone, and then this is my Draco Malfoy one because favorite Harry Potter character. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed my shelf tour. I feel like it probably ended up being as long as my room tour. Let's hope not, but I feel like I was too chatty, so